take 50 something now. Let's see if I can get through 30 minutes without being interrupted by a lazy asshole. So that was the little intro movie to The Legend of Dragoon, a 2000 Sony Computer Entertainment PS1 game. Also happens to be my favorite game ever. It's just my favorite game. I actually have all but like 1 or 2 episodes of this series already recorded, but I don't like... Hey, stop that. I don't like editing. If I do it this way with my new shitty mic, I don't have to edit. And I don't like editing. So anything that can help me avoid having to edit, great. I spent 2 hours last night trying to get OBS to actually record this game and my mic at the same time.
Great Commander, this way.
So, this is her. Indeed. Put her in custody. Is this really necessary?
It is His Majesty, Emperor Dole's command to take that girl into custody.
Who is she?
That is not your concern.
And that was the intro FMV to the game. A few things. That great commander, he's important for later. The hooded figure is important for later. The girl is important for later. You know what's not important for later? That freaking stone. That stone that the great commander held over the girl's forehead, that shined, is never brought up, ever. That is the Green Tusken Firebrand, or Fearbrand. No voice acting, which means a lot of pronunciation problems. Chapter 1, Serdian War. This game is a 4-disc game. Each disc is a chapter. Each chapter covers, for the most part, a different area, a different continent or whatnot. No, not continents, country more than continent. And this is our main character, Dart. It is not. These animals that the soldiers are riding, those are horses, despite not looking anything like horses. I don't know, am I drawing a sword against you? It looks like I'm drawing a sword against you. Freaking dragon. So yep, here it is. There's going to be a little bit of audio and video lag in this portion for some reason. I haven't figured out what causes it, so I can't go about fixing it. But it should clear up as soon as this. Yep. Now that the transition's gone through, it should clear up. And the dragon's either blind or stupid, or both. Because apparently just staying quiet is enough to make it not know that we're behind this rock. Yep, a dragon that looked remarkably like a praying mantis. Interesting, I don't think I ever noticed that dragon is capitalized there. Here's another instance of I don't know pronunciation, so I choose to pronounce it Celes. Oh look, a purple glow. That's explained later. Man, a lot of things get explained later. But not that orb. Oh noes, the village is on fire. And we get to take control of our character. For all of, like, I don't know, 3 seconds? These guys are, like, stereotypically evil. And it's ridiculous. These guys are... they're not good. Die in a single hit. If you attack properly. So ignoring most of icons and controls for just a little bit. I'll explain them later. And 2 dead people. And they run away. Yeah, the truce matters, doesn't it? This is an instance where her name is pronounced Shanna or Shauna or something, and I choose to pronounce it Shayna. So, yay for an entire game of me mispronouncing this name on purpose. And we're back in control. Open up the treasure chest, acquire bird. This is a save point. You can save at these points, or you can save on the world. You can save in no other place. Triangle opens up your menu. Status is exactly what you think it is. Takes you to your character statuses. So the upper left corner is your character portrait, name of the character, and their specific level related stuff. Level 1, that's self-explanatory. Dick level, SP, and MP are all important later and would be explained then. HP is self-explanatory, and XP is self-explanatory. To the right of that is whatever your current equipment is. You have a weapon, headpiece, chest piece, or body armor, I suppose, boots, and an accessory. Below that is your magic list. That's important later. Will be explained later. And finally, in the lower left is your character stat. Well, attack, defense, and all that. AT is attack, DF is defense, the M stands for magic, speed is how fast you get your turn. A hit and M hit are your chances of hitting with physical and magical attacks. AV means avoidance, it's your chance of dodging physical and magical attacks. Body is your character's stat. They raise with your level. The exception to that rule is speed, which can only be raised with equipment. Let's see. Your weapon is just your equipment stats. Total is what your actual stats are. And then Dragoon will be established later when we have access to that. Use is use your items. All the healing stuff is percentages. It's not like in Pokemon where a super potion heals 50 and a lemonade heals 80, I think. No, all healing potions restore half, Healing Fog restores full for a single target. These are both single targets. Is it? Yeah. Healing Breeze recovers half for all party members, or if it's in for the 3 that are currently in battle. Healing Rain is full recovery for either 3 people in battle, or if used outside of battle for the entire party. Discard is exactly the same, it's discard an item. Triangle to sort. If I didn't say it earlier, triangle opens your menu. List. This will show you all of your everything that you can equip and all of your inventory base. You have very limited inventory, 32, and at least like 6 of those are going to be constantly taken up by repeatable items, which when we first get one, I will explain then. Goods is your item. War Bulletin, the newspaper that Dart was reading earlier, and Father Stone, a stone that, once again, we'll get into later. Armed is how you equip stuff. This will show a list of all of the stuff that this character can equip. You don't just get to click on, say, your broadsword and see all your weapons, and so on. Addition is your attacks. The addition level can go up to 5, and you have to use it a total of 80 times minimum to max it out, and max out all of your additions. In case of Dart, it's 1 through 6. You will unlock your final edition whenever you max out all your addition levels. The add there is how many button presses you have, which corresponds to the additional number of attacks. SP, we'll get into later. Damage percentage, I do not know the formula, but that's basically how much damage it's going to do, roughly. Next level is how many uses you have done, which is the first number, and how many uses you have to get to level it up. Replace is change your party members. If Dart can be in the party, Dart is in the party. Configuration is it's your settings. I'm probably never going to turn that to short. I don't understand what the note means, so we'll ignore that. And save is exactly what you think it is. Ignore these files. These were from one of my failed recordings. In fact, once I finish this recording and start doing my grind, I'm loading up that second save and continuing from there. So, that triangle I'll explain in the next area. This guy, Old Man Plot, or Close, or whatever. So the reason that everybody's so surprised with Dart is Dart's been gone like 5 years, I think. Pretty sure it's 5 years that he's been gone. What could one man have done against an army? Especially because the hooded figure could have killed us with like a single sword stroke. They went to hell. Figuratively, but somewhat literally. This is not the Great Commander from the FMV, by the way. Yep. Helena Prison. And bad joke. So this fight has a very specific order to doing things. Some fights are like that. commander is the big deal. The privates, they do a little extra damage, but not a lot. So this guy went first, which means I have to attack this guy. That background where their name is denotes what element they are. These guys are the fire element. He is the dark element. There's 8 elements in total. Double flash. Now, if this guy gets his turn first, yep, you ran away. Once you take out one private, if the other gets his turn before you do, he runs away. Now seems a good time to explain the icons. Attack is attack with your weapon and use your addition. Guard. It guards, it heals you by 10% of your max HP. Really? Already? No. You take half damage, and you are immune to status effects until your next turn. Escape is run away. I won't be doing that much, if at all. This is just use an item.
Yep. Double flash. Here.
Yeah, this guy can hurt.
Yep.
And I screwed up. Wow. That's not something that's happened.
Yep.
And now he's gonna heal.
Double flash.
It heals 6, I think. No, 4. One more attack, and then I'll use the burnout, and I'll show off.
Flash.
Never mind, he's dead. That means he had literally 1 HP left. Wow. So, this is weird. You're not supposed to get this much golden experience items if you don't kill both privates. You're supposed to only get 23 gold, 22 experience, 1 healing potion in the burnout, if you only kill one of the privates. Oh well, I'm not going to complain. You learn new additions by level, with the exception being the final edition, which is only learned when you max out the levels of the other editions. Damn right we're going to rescue Shayna. When the Dark specific journey ends, I believe at the beginning of Disc 4. So I chose not to explain additions earlier, because we're going to be getting a... Yeah, ignore all the little graphical glitches. The emulators required Stardust. That is the item. There's 50 of them in the game. Once you get all 50, it gives you the ability to fight the super boss of the game. Who's going to be a joke, because I'm an asshole. This guy's one of the tutorial guys. There's 3 in the game that I can immediately think of. This guy teaches you basic tech in defense. Yes, I did. Saying yes, he goes through tutorials. Saying don't be silly is just, I don't need this tutorial, I know how to play the game. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna start with the defense, because I think this will heal me during it. Or it just tells you about it. Nah, it just tells me about it. It's just what I already said. This just literally tells you, hey, gain level, get addition. And this is the explanation of what additions are. Select attack commands and the timing maneuvers, and the square. When the side overlaps the square in the center, press the X button. Gray square means too fast, square means too slow, white square means perfect. That's not technically true. Most of the time when you press it, it's not going to be the pure white.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
And that's the edition that we just got. It's only equipped for this fight. Once I leave this tutorial, I'm going to have to equip it manually if I want to. If an edition has over 2 hits, so 3 or more, you will usually have a chance of being counterattacked during. And it's when that turns. It says red, but that's clearly orange, or I'm clearly slightly colorblind. I might be slightly colorblind. For counterattack, you press the circle instead of the X button. And you get attacked if you don't press it.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, shut up.
Yes.
This camera angle. Oh, there, now you get to... Yep. I am, it's just this camera angle. Okay, this is the better piece. Well, I'm very specific about my camera angles.
Yes.
Certain camera angles, it's like impossible for me to do addition.
Volcano.
But hey, you got to see what it looks like when I fail the counterattack. I am. Except for on the really hard. I'm fine. Tutorial over. And I'm still almost dead. And because I'm not actually saving this specific game, I'm actually going to use a healing potion. Which I don't do much. Because I prefer just guarding. Because it's free. Cutscene. I still haven't figured out what these weapons are supposed to be. I also don't know why Shayna has a quiver on her back. And then Frugal just tossed the young guy over the edge. Because Frugal's an ass. So, L2 and R2 show you the map at different angles or different. Funnily enough, it's okay. So L2, what L2 actually does is it changes orientation of the camera. R1 brings up names locations, okay. R2 changes camera form. Okay. No. It's just the thing is being stupid. And it's registering the buttons I'm pressing the problem. Okay, so R2 zooms out, L1 zooms in, L2 moves the camera like that, R1 moves camera like that. Triangle. Menu. What was it? Start. Okay, it was registering starting problem. start just like this. And this is another tutorial. Easy item tutorial. Speaking of which, gather up that healing potion. We'll fight real quick. And we're probably fighting Berserk. No, just a Berserk mouse. This area tends to only have Berserk mice in it. Usually.
Yes! Double slash!
Levels come very slowly in this game. Very slowly. Talk to this guy. He lost the squirrel. I don't know what squirrel he's referring to. But you can buy stuff from him. I think he only sells healing potions, charm potions. No, I'm wrong. He sells healing potions, body purifiers, which nullifies poison, stunning, and arm blocking, as you can see on the left. Burnouts. I never got to use the fire-based individual attack, right? Charm potion is something I will never use. It's bad. Sure, yes please. He might even tell me about the magic anyway. Attack items damage. An attack item's basic damage is determined by the magic power in the attribute. Here, let me tell you about magic attack. Briefly, blah, blah. It's exactly what you think. Fire is the red, water is a light blue, wind is a green, earth is a brown, light is a kind of yellow or white, darkness is that dark color, the dark black-ish blue. Dark navy is that way. Thunder is purple, and non-elemental is red. Fire and water oppose each other, they do more damage to each other. Wind and earth oppose each other, they do more damage to each other. And light and dark each other, they do more damage to each other. Thunder and non-elemental have no opposite. Yes, I know. Yes, I got it. Attack color. Yes, you just explained this. Ah, okay. Showing the window colors. Cool. Yeah, like blue, green, brown. Yeah, yellow. Dark blue. It's just purple. And gray. And how to use a multiplying item. And you match. Yep. On a keyboard, it's basically impossible to match with what it wants. Over here. S attack means it's single attack. Flame is the element of it, so fire. And multi means it has a weapon. If it says A instead of S, it means it hits everything. And its strongest attacks aren't actually full. Yeah, keyboard just doesn't register. I heard nothing. Now I'm gonna end off the episode once I get through the forest. Then I'm gonna grind. Man, I love grinding in this game. You need to make it fun. So, if you hold circle, you run. If you're using a DualShock controller, or have the emulator set up like that, left stick auto run. If you hold circle, use the left stick. It will actually make you walk. X is of course your concentration button, and your select button. Oh, you didn't actually tell me about that. I could have sworn you did. So that triangle above your head starts off blue, goes to yellow, goes to red. Blue means you're safe. Yellow means, hey, look out. Enemies will be coming. Red means imminent danger. Like, that is exactly what red means. Because there's areas that will always be red the arrow. And there's some areas that will always have a blue arrow.
Double flash.
So, we've now seen Assassin. We've now seen 3 of the 4 enemies in this place. The last enemy is an earth enemy. Drop the pellet magic, which is the earth version of burning. I don't think the assassin cock or the goblin can drop anything spectacular. But drops are pretty random, so I could just be... It could just be that I haven't gotten stuff. Little mini maze thing. 20 gold. Gold's pretty difficult to acquire in this game. It requires a lot of grinding. But you need gold for the best items. The best items in the game cost 10,000 each. At least for armors and headgear and accessories. No, they kept their color schemes throughout the years. Starts trading his green pants for some black pants. Or gray. And this is the ending screen of this area, for now. Oh, I think this is just straight up the ending screen of this area, always. This is probably the best area in this place for grinding, because the encounter rate seems to be way higher.
Double flash. Double flash.
And level up. So, when I get done with my grinding, I'm probably going to be like level 8 or so, and I'll have all 3 of my additions at max level. And this is the end of this is the exit. R1 turns your arrow above your head off, and it also turns the green marker that shows where the exit to the screen is. Oh. One last fight, maybe it's the trend. Hey, it is the trend. Ah, crap, it's Goblin. I believe the Trent has a chance of using pellet when he gets low on HP.
Double flash.
But I could be wrong, he might just die.
Double flash.
And here's pellet. This is probably gonna hurt a little. The Goblin here, which
Double flash.
And this is every enemy in this area. I'm not going to do this area. If I happen to encounter them all, I happen to encounter them all. Oh, and he drops Detonate Rock, too. I forgot about that. Detonate Rock is an attack that hits everybody that's super weak. It is just there for magic, basically. So, that's the end of episode 1.